Everybody, thank you for joining us again. This is Bashir from LearnBridge Online. I'm back with Jack Stocken. Hey, Jack.
Hi, Bashir.
So Jack has a free lesson coming up next week, suit combinations and finesses. I asked Jack if he could share one of the hands from the lesson with us early. So Jack, I don't know anything about this hand. Me and the viewers, we can sit in the hot seat together. Can I turn it over to you and you'll present it?
Yes, I'll present it. I'd like just to go through. This is one of the hands I'm covering next week. I just thought it'd be interesting to give everyone a quick sneak preview.
All right, here it is. Okay, auction's already done. Anything we should know about the auction before we jump into the card play?
Well, it's not that simple, the auction, but 2 diamonds is just a relay bid in the modern style, Bashir. Used to be 0 to 7, but now it's 0 to 10, 0 to 12. There's no upper limit. 95% of the time, you just give a little relay bid there, or waiting bid, as some people call it.
Okay.
The jump to 3 no trumps is 25, 26 points, because 2 no trumps here would be 23, 24. But what do you think, Bashir, and actually the viewers as well? I wonder what they would take the 4 no trump bid as here by North.
Well, I wanted to ask you, because I imagine it might be something, well, folks might leave a comment below. Is it asking for something? Is it describing something? And is it often confused for something else?
It is sometimes confused, I would say, for sure, especially amongst beginners and improvers, Bashir. But this 4 no trump bid is actually what we call the quantitative bid, or an invitation, if you like. So it's not asking for aces, Blackwood. It's saying to South, are you top or bottom of the range? So, and the way to remember this is whenever 4 no trumps is preceded by no trumps, such as 1 no trump, 4 no trumps, etc., it's the quantitative invitation.
That's easy to remember. Then South, with that fantastic hand, goes straight to, or it's no longer straight, but goes to 6 no trumps. And we're off to the races.
We're off to the races. Yeah, we don't like to hang around. But we've got to find an opening lead next, Bashir, with the West hand. Now, it's not easy leading against 6 no trumps. I wonder what the viewers would lead with that hand there, with 3 spades, 6 hearts, and 4 clubs to the king.
It's so nerve-wracking leading against slam contracts because the lead is so important. It really can make or break you with the very first decision you make as a defender.
Correct. And I always give one very useful piece of advice to 6 no trumps, which all experts and bridge teachers would do as well. Lead passive. Now, Bashir, do you know what that means? Passive.
So why don't you step us through it? And I guess maybe you could help us understand why. Why would?
Well, here I'm going to cut to the chase. You against 6 no trumps, don't lead out an ace, don't lead from a king, don't lead from a queen or a jack. Make the safest lead you can. That's what passive means. So here, the safest lead we can make is a spade, because we're not. If you lead from an honor card, the odds are you'll help declare it. Partner's not going to have many points, so you're not trying to establish a suit in 6 no trumps.
Mm-hmm.
That's the logic behind it. And here, Bashir, the standout lead for me is the 9 of spades.
Just a quick follow-up. If we have sure winners, does that change anything, or is it still might depend on the situation?
Well, if I had the ace king, which I've never ever had in 40 years of playing bridge against 6 no
right, ace king against a slam contract.
I'd double it and then lead out the ace king. But even if I had king queen, Bashir, I'd be very nervous about leading king queen. So I'd probably be just establishing a trick for declarer. I'd only really lead from a sequence if I had like queen jack 10 or king queen jack or something like that.
That's really helpful.
Yeah, don't help declarer. And middle up down doesn't apply to no trump contracts. Just go for a high for hate, 9 of spades. All right, high for hate meaning you don't have any honor cards when you lead.
Now, okay, as declarer, we have a bit of a challenge. We have to sort of block out east and west hands.
Correct. So just look at the north-south cards if you can when you're looking at this problem. Counting certain tricks, declarer's got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've actually got 11 tricks here. So we only need to find one more, Bashir, but it could be elusive. No point covering and win with. I tend not to win with the queen. I tend to win with the ace or the king. What do you think declarer should do at trick 2? We only need one more trick, don't we?
Actually, before I share my thought process and question for you, let's
Yeah.
open it up to the viewers.
Yes,
And
a good
feel
idea.
free to pause the video if you want to think about it. How would you find or create another winner? And again, block out East and West hand.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I mean, we only need one. I say only need one more trick, but where's it going to come from? I think it can only come, Bashir, from the club suit.
mm,
Unless there's a Jack 10 Doubleton of Hearts, which is incredibly unlikely. No, it's got to come from clubs, doesn't it? What I would call the gold dust when I teach bridge, 5-card
yes.
suits.
Now, how do we play our sure winners first? Do we explore in any sort of way before we look towards that club suit, or in this
Sometimes
instance
we,
is
yeah, sometimes we do play sure winners first to see if the opponents are going to discard, but I don't think it's really going to help us here. And we might need entries back to hand as well. So I think really here we just need to kick on with the club suit, don't we?
all right. Well, and remembering the title of this video and of the upcoming lesson, I'm guessing we're going to finesse here.
Yeah, the clue is in the title, isn't it? Suit combinations and finesses. But
No
we've got options.
spoilers. Sorry, spoilers.
Yes, but we've got options here. Do you think if you're playing this hand at home or in a bridge club, would you honestly play the Jack of clubs here, or would you do something else?
That's another good question for the viewers. Leave a comment, share your thinking.
Well, I'll tell you that many players, Bashir, would just put in the Jack of clubs here. It would.
I think I would. Probably if I didn't have you to slow me down, that's what seems to be the mistake that I would make.
Well, also declarers are going to be nervous, especially less experienced ones if they're in 6 no trumps. The Jack of clubs would gain if West had the King and the Queen of clubs. But that's unlikely. So here you see, Bashir. Actually, if I give you a little clue, can I say we have to go deep undercover here?
Oh, well, we just need costumes for this. So if we're going a little bit deeper than the Jack, I guess we're playing to the 9.
Rather like, Bashir, that Mission Impossible video we recorded in the summer. We're going undercover here, and we must put in the 9.
Jack, we need to put our collars up, I think.
Yeah, here we go. Yes, no, we're finessing the King of clubs and the Queen of clubs, and crucially, the 10 of clubs as well. So that draws the Queen. Well, is that good or bad news, do you think?
Gosh, it's so scary at this point because we can still, it's not like most finesses where it's like, if we make it, we start cheering. We're smooth sailing here on out. We still don't know which way things will break.
Not really, but it is actually good news for Declarer. Because if it lost to the 10 of clubs, then our options would be very limited, and we'd have to hope for a squeeze, possibly with West, having hearts, heart length, and the King, Queen of clubs. So this is actually good news for us, believe it or not. So what we do now is, what they do now is they return a spade, let's say.
And that's because we now know West has both the King and the 10 of clubs.
Well, we don't. We know that West has the 10 of clubs, but
has the 10, but we don't know the King yet, do we?
No, we're still unsure about the King of clubs, aren't we?
Yeah.
But we've only got one option, is to play another club. Second player play low, of course. And from the dummy.
And well, now we just need to cross our fingers and play the Jack.
We are crossing our fingers. And this is why it's nerve-wracking, because an experienced player would realize that this is the only chance. But it's quite nerve-wracking. But the good news is that the Jack of clubs wins.
Everyone exhale at once.
Yeah, we breathe a big sigh of relief. But we'd have been a bit unlucky had both the King and the Queen of clubs been with East. But we're certainly fortunate that the 10 of clubs was the crucial card here, was with West. So now
there were no clues in the auction. This really was just the only way we were going to make our contract. So therefore, we should play the best the best shot we have at it.
Correct, you see, and that's why experience is the key word in bridge, of course, because if you're playing bridge a long time and you've done lots of online lessons with me, preferably, you begin to realize that if there's only one way to make a contract, you have to play for those cards to be in the particular place.
At this point, do we have it? Is there? Let's see.
Yeah, we're playing
We
saving
have
now.
it now. We could claim it now.
We can claim it. Literally, we have got 12 tricks now, Bajir. They're all winners, aren't they? Look, Queen of Hearts.
Well, two very important decisions that have to be made. First, the opening lead, and then the decision when to finesse, but maybe more importantly, what to finesse.
Correct.
And here's that deep finesse. We see how it can work out, how it can be the tool that we need to be able to make, especially a high-level contract, or might it even be important for, if we're in game?
Well, could be in one no trump Bajir. If we had 4 clubs to the ace jack 9 opposite 3 little ones, play to the 9. It could be a one no trump contract where you're doing this deep finesse. Shall I just claim those tricks before I forget?
Sure, yeah, might as well.
There we go. Claim 990. It's actually more like 1470 because we're vulnerable. So yeah, that's it, Bashir. So it's like many things in bridge. It's relatively simple if you know how to do it. Really hard if you don't. And when I used to play this hand in lockdown, many actually would play to the jack of clubs and go 1 down. Some, by the way, just a little footnote for the more experienced, still made the contract because West was caught in a squeeze between hearts and clubs. Or what West did was discard a heart. Well, it's part of the squeeze, I suppose. And what happens is Declare ended up making the 9 of hearts. So some actually did still make it by playing slightly the wrong way.
Right.
Yeah.
But top level defense would generally catch that.
Generally catch it, yes. Although I think there are squeeze possibilities there.
Okay.
But definitely playing to the 9 is really playing with the odds there, the deep finesse.
Well, thank you, Jack. A really fun and insightful hand. Again, this is just a sneak peek of next week's lesson on suit combinations and finesses. You'll be learning with one of the best. Register using this URL. The link will be below the video if you'd like to join us. Thank you, Jack.
Yeah, I'm just saying, hopefully, and that lead is so important. That is one thing to take away as well, apart from the 9 of clubs. Lead safe against 6 no trumps. Try and bank that in the memory for a later date. But yeah, really looking forward to this free lesson, which is a week on Wednesday. Bajir, you'll give them the details. It's about an hour long. It's very interactive. There'll be lots of suit combinations. And I think we're going to back it up with a worksheet as well. So there's plenty of learning aid memoirs to come with it.
Fantastic. We hope to see you there. Jack, collar's back up. We have to go deep undercover.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. I'll get the CCTV out. Thanks a lot, Bashir. It was good fun.
Thank you, Jack. Bye, everyone.
See you later.